Hi there, I am Alex Cunningham, and I will walk you through this Shopify tutorial step by step.
Welcome back to the channel. If you're seeing that infamous SSL pending error on your Shopify store and feeling a little stuck, you're in the right place. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know exactly how to enable secure connections for your store, fix common SSL and TLS issues, and make sure your customers see that reassuring padlock icon next to your shop's URL. We'll walk through every step, and I'll break things down so you understand not just what to click, but why each action actually matters for your store's security and your shoppers' trust. Let's jump right in. First off, let's talk about what enabling secure connections means for your Shopify store. When you set up secure connections, basically, you're encrypting the data between your customer and your shop. So, anything they type in, whether that's their email, payment details, or even just a search term, is kept private. This is all handled by something called a TLS, or Transport Layer Security Certificate. You might hear people call this SSL, but TLS is the modern version. The upshot is that your storefront switches from HTTP to HTTPS, which is that little S every customer is looking for. If someone tries to visit the old insecure version, Shopify will automatically redirect them to the secure, encrypted one. The bonus? Your customers see that padlock icon next to your store name, and that's a powerful signal that their information is safe. Here's the good news. Shopify takes care of issuing TLS certificates for you, totally free. If your store is on the default .myshopify.com domain, or you buy or transfer a custom domain through Shopify, this happens automatically. If you decide to connect a third-party domain instead, you'll just need to point your domain's A record and name record to Shopify's servers. Now, here's where a lot of folks first notice the SSL pending error. It can take up to 48 hours for Shopify to finish issuing the TLS certificate for a new domain. During this window, you may see an SSL pending message in your admin settings. Don't panic. This is completely normal. However, if you're still seeing an error or a "your connection is unsecure" notice after 48 hours, it's time for some troubleshooting. And we'll get to that in a moment. Now, how do you know your TLS certificate was issued correctly? There are two quick checks. First, look for Connected status next to your domain on the Domains page in Shopify Admin. Second, open your storefront and peek at the URL bar. If there's a padlock in HTTPS, you're good to go. If not, stick with me for troubleshooting. One common issue to watch out for is third-party assets. This means images, videos, or web fonts hosted somewhere besides Shopify. Any asset that loads over regular HTTP, not HTTPS, can flag your page as insecure, even if the rest of your store is locked down tight. To avoid this, try to host all assets directly on Shopify. They'll always be delivered securely. If you need to use files hosted elsewhere, double-check that those servers provide assets over HTTPS. For example, if you're embedding a video, make sure the link starts with HTTPS. The same goes for web fonts and any other content that loads externally. Let me touch quickly on Certification Authority Authorization, CAA records. Most stores don't need to worry about these, but if you're required by your domain provider or IT team to use CAA records, when you connect the domain to Shopify, add let'sencrypt.org, pki.goog, with CAN-SIG and HTTP exchanges YS, and SSL.com to your records. This authorizes those certificate authorities to issue your TLS certificate for that domain. Okay. Let's talk real troubleshooting. Say you've waited over 48 hours and your store is still saying SSL pending or TLS unavailable. First, check your DNS settings at your domain provider. Your A record should be set to 23.2.7.38.65. Your AAA record to 2620 hours 0127 F0F5, and your name record to shops myshopify.com. If you're using CAA records, review that all required authorities are added. Also, DNSS if that's active, turn it off temporarily as it can block certificate issuance. One more thing to look out for: older devices and browsers. If you or your customers are using Android 7.0 or earlier, or a browser dating back before 2010, upgrading is necessary for proper HTTPS support. SSL fixes sometimes feel finicky, but a little patience and careful checking go a long way. If you still can't get things working, don't hesitate to reach out to Shopify support. They're there to help and can dig deeper into your specific setup. I hope this walkthrough empowers you to solve SSL pending errors confidently and keep your store secure. Got questions or hit a snag? Drop them in the comments. If this helped, please like the video and be sure to subscribe for more Shopify tutorials and tips. See you in the next one.